Thank you, Speaker. My questions to the Premier. The federal government has stated its intention to repeal the law that regulates packaged food sizes sold in Canada, paving the way for foreign producers to take over the Canadian market, which will lead to Ontario jobs being lost. It's Conservatives cutting red tape. The Blonduelle plant in Tecumseh, the Heinz plant in Leamington, and the Brite cannery in Kingston are under threat of closure. What has the Premier and Minister of Agriculture done to stop the closure of food packaging plants and the loss of jobs in Ontario?
Minister of Agriculture and Food.
So, Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the question from the member opposite, who's my critic, and we had a chance to talk about this issue, Mr. Speaker. And the issues that he has raised are exactly why, in my first conversation with Federal Agriculture Minister Ritz, I raised this issue. I raised our concern about the changes, the packaging concerns, Mr. Speaker, and I talked to him about the need for some mitigation, some planning around this, because it's very important to me, Mr. Speaker, that when we talk about agri-food and we talk about the $34 billion that the agri-food industry contributes to our GDP, that we're talking about processing as well, Mr. Speaker, and those container issues are very, very important to that industry. So I've raised it with the federal government, Mr. Speaker. I will continue to make it a priority, and I hope that the federal government will work with us on it.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. My supplementary is once again to the Premier. If these plants are forced to close, not only will the processing jobs be lost, but the farmers who supply these plants with safe, healthy Ontario products will lose their market. Since introducing the Local Food Act, the Premier has spent a lot of time talking about increasing access to Ontario's produce. If the federal government goes ahead with its plan, what is Ontario government going to do to protect the local food that we have access to now? Premier, are you going to act to save our Heinz ketchup?